Hey, what's up, everyone? Morey Croson here with the Performance Lab of California. Going to do another breakdown here today on Nick Foles going into the big weekend this week with the AFC and NFC championship game. Want to do some stuff to showcase the quarterbacks that are all competing. So thought we'd do Nick Foles. We already have Carson Wentz, but he's obviously out with the ACL, so got to get the backup too. So Nick Foles here. We get to start off with a deep ball, which is always great, always exciting. A little bit of a stumble. But what we see here is, and we got the back view, unfortunately, but it's okay. We can still see some of the things that he does really good, which is really, it's the lower body and it's the ability to rotate in the hips. What he needs to do a better job of, and what he gets away with, is really having a lot of ability to use his full body to get into the throw. So he doesn't just use all arm. He's a big dude, and so he does a great job of getting full rotation to help get himself onto that front leg, which is exactly what he needs. The big thing that we can work on, or what he would want to work on, is make it so he gets a little bit more of a transition and doesn't allow those shoulders to drop as much. I mean, it's good to get the shoulder drop to make it so you get some type of ability to get the ball to go up, the spiral to go up, and then drop back down underneath. But by leaning back and really losing the posture that he could have, he ends up not being able to have as clean of a transition on the front leg. So if his shoulders were not as much here with the lean and he pushed off that back leg a little bit sooner, he'd be able to get more transition forward onto the front leg, which would make it so he had a little bit more power within the throw. Not saying that he obviously has not a powerful arm, just saying that he could probably maximize that a little bit more. And I mean, he's obviously not a guy that's known for having crazy elite arm strength. So here we'll go off to a little flare off to the side, get more of the side view. Here we see where he kind of leans with his spine, right? So this also goes into why he has some accuracy problems, is as he's coming through, he doesn't have a consistent spine angle that he always ends up going to. Sometimes he's leaning really far forward, sometimes leaning off to the side, sometimes leaning back. This is something that he can work on in really finishing and developing that upper arm. He also has a problem that I try to work with a lot of guys in terms of overall accuracy, and that is as he's coming through, he kind of drops that elbow a little bit. So you can see he's coming back, and as he's bringing that elbow through, he doesn't keep the height on it all the way. Okay, this is a common thing that I see where the ball just raises and the elbow drops rather than the elbow rising and the hand coming up. Those top guys do a great job of going from a load to then throwing the football by really doing a great job of raising the arm instead of lowering the arm. So that's a really, really important part of doing this and really optimizing the overall throw.
I'll release it to you.
Okay, and then the last one, this goes into, again, some of the problems that come from dropping the elbow, is you end up having the inaccuracy issues. So, oops, went too far here. So he's throwing off to the side, throwing a quarter, and this one you could really see that elbow drop. Okay, so see how that comes down right there? Okay, definitely a big thing to work on. Again, what he does good is really lower body base, so he gets that rotation early, he pushes off that back leg, gets the hips to go through, and then he also does a good job with that front arm of bringing that front arm back, but now to address his accuracy problems, and then for the deep ball to get a little bit more power on the ball, it's just going to be the release and how he keeps his shoulder aligned, and that's going to be a big part of really being able to improve as an overall quarterback. What you want to have is a nice smooth load, which he does, but then as you're transferring through this transition phase, you got to get that elbow coming through, because when you drop that elbow, it makes it so you have a chance for having wrist stabilization problems, you have shoulder stabilization problems. Usually this is a problem of not having full shoulder range of motion. Those all impact your ability to be accurate as a quarterback, and also be able to throw the deep ball as much as you can, because a lot of that ends up impacting your ability to create strength within the shoulder. And if you don't have good strength within the shoulder, then you're not going to be able to obviously optimize the throw. So as always, guys, thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for watching these breakdowns. I look forward to seeing the games this weekend. Watching the AFC and NFC Championship game should be some good games. If you have any questions about this, email me Morey Morey at yourperformancelab.com. And check out some of our programs. We got the online throw program. It's 5 months. It's a really good program. Will help you develop as a quarterback, get better mechanics, make it so you get a little bit stronger. Really a big focus on range of motion within the shoulder, but also core and balance, and making sure you have good ankle range, your hip range, just overall become a better athlete, which is super important in order to be the best quarterback that you could be. And a huge focus on biomechanics. You get 10 breakdowns just like this. You also get access to our online membership, which is going to be excellent, and a lot of value there. And then another big thing that you get is our free ebook, and that's something that you could also download by clicking the link below. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching the videos, and we will see you soon.